I spent $500 on a ChatGPT business, and this happened. ChatGPT made it really big at the beginning of this year, jumping from 1 million to 100 million users in only a couple of months, and earning an amazing $80 million a month. So if you have not jumped on this incredibly profitable bandwagon just yet, now is the time, and I'm just about to tell you why. I was hesitant about investing my hard-earned cash on something that hasn't been on the market so long. It could go wrong at any point, and I could lose all the money I saved. Fortunately, it all paid off. Not even in my wildest dreams did little old me dream of making thousands of dollars, but I did. Today, I am delving into the details of my personal journey and explaining how I harnessed the power of ChatGPT to create my very own profitable and successful business. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Jack, and I'm a brand designer and AI soothsayer by profession. I have to confess that ever since my high school years, I've never really liked group projects. That's because I've always ended up being the one that did all the work, while the other people in my group didn't do a thing, but got all the credit and all the rewards. Since high school, I've been a lone wolf, hungry to make it on my own, but careful not to let other people cheat me out of my rights. So now, at the age of 30, I decided to start my own business using ChatGPT. I did my research, thought about it over the next month or two, and weighed up the pros and cons. The pros outweighed the cons, so I threw my energy into this labor of love. I started small, spending only $500, and trying to turn this tiny initial investment into a big profitable venture. I told ChatGPT this, typing these magic words onto the chatbot. I have $500 and my goal is to turn that into as much money as possible in a short amount of time without doing anything illegal. I then prepared myself to do anything, in human reason and according to my own capabilities and budget, that the chatbot advised me to do. First of all, ChatGPT advised me to set up a business that provides products and tips to help people to live a more sustainable existence. So I paid $10 for a domain name and $5 per month for an internet site hosting plan. Next, ChatGPT asked me to set up a niche affiliate website. ChatGPT then suggested that I should use the remaining $485 in my budget for website and content design. It advised me to focus on a profitable niche with lower competition, suggesting that I provide practical green solutions such as sustainable kitchen gadgets. This kicked off a chain of bright ideas in my head. Reusable shopping bags and produce bags, eco-friendly paper towels and food wraps, bamboo chopsticks and reusable glass storage containers. No more plastic at all. This really appealed to me because I've always been a nature lover and recycling has always been second nature to me. The chatbot then asked me to make an affiliate website that promotes products in exchange for sales commissions. I asked ChatGPT to research affiliate programs with high commission rates, and I used AI to build the website and to make the design as simple to use, as convenient, as pleasing to the eye, and as professional as possible. To my surprise, ChatGPT did better than I ever thought possible, much better than I could have ever done unaided. I didn't need to pay a web developer or web designer to do anything. The AI did it all on its own. I then asked the chatbot to create a website logo that would promote my eco-friendly kitchen products. I asked it for prompts that I could feed into the AI image generator, DALL-E 2. I took the generated logo and made it my own by using Illustrator. It looked stunning. The logo looked like I had years of experience in graphic design, although until that moment, I had zero experience in it whatsoever. Fortunately, the thousands of people coming to my website don't know anything about that. Finally, I had a state-of-the-art, eco-friendly website and a high-quality logo. ChatGPT then stepped in to kickstart our marketing campaign, beginning with articles. Now that we had created the website, ChatGPT advised me to share articles and product reviews on social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and on online community platforms such as Reddit and Ripples. Ripples was just perfect for my project. This eco-friendly community platform is dedicated to everyone wanting to discuss sustainability, climate change, being eco-friendly, and any other environmental issue in a friendly and private space, and is a bridge between environmentally conscious users and eco-friendly businesses such as the one I had created. In this way, I engaged potential customers and drove website traffic. The chatbot suggested that I should spend $100 on advertisements on these 4 platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, and Ripples, targeting users interested in sustainable kitchen products. That left me with $385. Next, ChatGPT recommended that I optimize search engines by using SEO techniques to drive traffic to my site. Based on that, ChatGPT created SEO-friendly blog posts. So what did ChatGPT ask me to do after that? You guessed it, I just had to launch the Sustainable Kitchen Gadget site and make it public. It still needed a lot of details to polish it up, maximizing the visitors and customers and profits, but I decided to go for it. Guess what? I never even needed to use the remaining $385 for my budget. Everything fitted neatly into place like a reusable kitchen glove from that moment on. In less than a week, I had set up a website for my eco-friendly business. It promoted green gadgets and sustainable kitchenware. I was even open to manufacturing products and selling existing products for commissions if the AI told me to. My first piece was named 10 must-have kitchen gadgets that are eco-friendly too. It sounded something like this. Between microplastics and all the so-called single-use solutions that our competitors are offering, curating a green, eco-friendly kitchen might seem like an impossible dream. But that's why we are here. This website exists for the sole purpose of helping you cut through the noise with our top picks for sustainable kitchen products. I began by offering my piece de resistance. Hey presto, beeswax wraps. Beeswax wraps are made from pure cotton fabric that has been lovingly coated in natural bee wax. These sustainable wraps can be used to cover or wrap your fresh salad or fruit bowls. Beeswax wraps are just as easy to use as plastic wraps, but they are eco-friendly. The beeswax coating acts as a seal, keeping your delicious food fresh and protected. Beeswax wraps are reusable, last for years, and can be easily hand-washed. You can even use them as snack bags. On the very first day, I raised $1,378. So I had already made a 100% profit on my initial investment. I even secured an additional $500 in investments from excited Twitter users. After the business took off, I promoted it on Twitter, talked about it to anyone who had any time and inclination to listen, as I created an eco-friendly community on Discord. I've had 100,000 likes and more than 20 million impressions. My ads on social media are drawing more and more customers to my webpage. ChatGPT's cutting-edge technology uses the power of deep learning to understand and produce human-like responses to our queries. ChatGPT runs on a massive amount of data. It comprehends complex patterns and relationships between concepts, words, and phrases. This AI-based language model has really helped me to build the sustainable, eco-friendly business of my dreams. It's like having a tireless, eternally optimistic, and enthusiastic friend that burns the midnight candle with me and gives me all the right answers to all my questions. You can ask ChatGPT any kind of question, not worrying how naive you might sound, and it will just know exactly what to say. You might have heard stories of people trying to make money through ChatGPT and they failed. It happened to one of my friends. He tried to turn prompts into riches, and it blew up in his face. But no, not me. I'm one of the lucky ones, and you too can be an overnight success. 6 months later, my business was then valued at more than $50,000. However, at that time, and after the initial excitement of it all, I decided to lay the business to rest and choose to focus instead on my Discord community. The ChatGPT Sustainable Kitchen Gadget experiment really worked, but customers had begun to migrate and sales had begun to dwindle, and it was time to call it a day before the business became unsustainable and I got out of my depth in unknown territory. I had no more ideas about how to get my customers back, and I didn't want to hand my whole life over to ChatGPT. My skills and talents were leading me in a totally different direction. In my opinion, it is good to try out different things and see what works for you. One of the best things right now is that it has become more accessible than ever to start your own business. Thanks to the internet and technological advancements, your innovative ideas and smart strategies can easily be realized. You can make extra income with ChatGPT. Like me, you too can take entrepreneurship to the next level. You can ask ChatGPT for anything, but obviously you should be careful and not just do everything it tells you. Even professional developers and realtors have been making hundreds of thousands of dollars thanks to AI. You could expect a huge boom in AI-assisted or even AI-led businesses over the next year. Time for you to grab this opportunity in both hands and just enjoy the ride. For all you know, it could take you on a journey to the stars. Stay tuned for more of our videos by subscribing to our channel.